Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're here at the Art Science Museum for the official launch of the new 3rd generation Range Rover Sport. Let's go check it out. So the new Range Rover Sport has just been unveiled, and I think the first and most important thing to know is that this is built on new architecture. So underneath this is the MLA Flex platform that you also find on the new Range Rover. And while yes, it's stiffer than before and all that kind of thing, I think perhaps the most obvious thing that most people notice is the fact that this is now a bigger car, and it's really quite a bit bigger. This car is almost 5 meters long. Now, design-wise, again, just like the Range Rover, it's a lot more sleek, a lot more minimalist, and much more modern, and you could say avant-garde look, right? So we have very slim headlights, sort of thinner details overall. Now, if we slide on over to the side, this is the HSE variant, so we have massive 22-inch wheels, and just like the Range Rover, we have flush door handles that pop out when you unlock the car. Now let's check out the back. Now, at the rear, again, we have a much more minimalist look than before, and as you can see, there are a lot of angular lines, right? A lot of right angles here, and so on and so forth. And then it gives the car an almost pseudo-electric look, which is kind of expected. This car will be eventually coming in an electric version as well. Now, boot space is bigger than before, so here we now have an 835-litre boot, so that's very, very sizable. And one cool thing is that if you need, you can adjust the height of the car, so you can more easily load stuff in, or have something really bulky, you need to raise the right height, so that's easier to get in, just one button press. Now, here in the rear of the Range Rover Sport, of course, it's nowhere as lavish as the full-blown Range Rover, but it's still a very comfortable space, nice materials everywhere. We have Meridian 3D surround sound system, and we have reclining seats, which are nice. And I'm 1.7, good headroom, good legroom, and even if you were to be in the middle seat, the floor is almost flat, so it's comfortable. Definitely will fit 3 people easily, and not many complaints. Now, in the interior, you're obviously going to get a lot of the same tech that you'll find on the latest Land Rover models, including the newest Range Rover. So the key one, of course, is this 13.1-inch PV Pro system, and it's good, right? It's a much sleeker interface. Supposedly you can get to any function within 2 button presses, and I think it looks very, very nice. Beyond that, you have the same digital dashboard, more or less the same sort of center console setup that you'll find in the Range Rover as well. Of course, this car also has some really neat features carried over from the Range Rover. So you have something called active noise cancellation. So what that means is that we have speakers here in the headrest, so when you're driving, it will cancel out ambient sounds and makes for a really quiet, nice driving experience. Now, of course, this car will also have all of Land Rover's off-road technologies, right? Your active terrain control and all those kind of things. One, I would think, kind of useful feature is the 360 cam. So this is going to be good for when you need to park in a small space. This is a big car, and there is also an off-road setting that you can actually see under the car. We cannot activate it because we haven't driven the car, so you need to drive for the cameras to work. But that's also very useful to make sure you're in your lot, because like I said, this is a big car. So in Singapore, the Range Rover Sport is being launched with 1-engine variant. So it's a 3-litre inline-6 with mild hybrid technology. And so here you have 395 brake horsepower, 550 Nm of torque being sent to all 4 wheels via an 8-speed transmission. So currently in Singapore, there are 2 variants being offered, the SE as well as this HSE, and this particular one is priced from 598,999. And if you're wondering about electrified models, they are coming. So there will be a PF coming sometime in Q3 this year, as well as a full electric model coming in 2024. So of course, stay tuned for a review of this car coming very soon. And thank you for watching. Do remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you will be alerted of all our upcoming videos. And of course, follow us on TikTok. We are at Sgcarmart. So that's all I have for you today. I'll see you soon. Bye! Hey guys, so in Singapore the Range Rover Sport is being launched with one engine variant. So we have a 3-litre inline 6 with mild hybrid tech again. Now in the interior you're going to be getting a lot of the same new tech that you'll see in a lot of the new lane. Remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you will be alerted of I'm out of breath.